this is something that matters to me because I'm a see a need, fill a need type person. I always have been. I don't see anything drastic and crazy about what we're doing. I think it's just doing the right thing. I make some parallels in the letter about, the same vigor I would hope would be approached by FIFA towards players' brains as they do towards their shins. Even though early on you can't diagnose CTE, etc., I want people to start looking at the symptoms of CTE and the different effects that it has, not just on players who are retired and what they go through, but current players, the youth academies. Look at the mental health issues that we're facing all over the world of football. When you're smashing a ball off your head over and over again, you're creating, a risk, a significant risk. People talk about concussions, head-on collisions, things like that. Yes, I think, headgear has proven, that it can reduce, the risks when it comes to that. But subconcussions is the conversation the world needs to have.
Mr. Monsour says he does understand this represents a big change and acknowledges there has been a mixed response from his players so far. However, he is convinced that protective headgear is the way forward, and he believes making its use compulsory would make it easier for players to accept.
Has the headgear be worn in every match? No, it's no mandate. So that's where the challenges come in. If it's something that feels like it's so extreme, that can be difficult for a player to adapt. I get that. And I kind of want to remove the pressure of that.
The Manchester 62 owner also points out that from a business perspective, he wants to protect his club from liability claims. And while his utmost priority remains the safety of players, perhaps the football world should take note of legal cases involving ex-players in other sports. He cites a recent class action lawsuit in which 185 rugby players claim officials failed to protect them from brain damage resulting from their careers.
If there has to be an action that needs to take place, maybe we should start looking at the liability as club owners and what we could be facing if it's proven, or if there's some potential that neglect could be involved.
Having requested permission to impose his mandate, Mr. Monsour is hoping to hear back from the GFA soon.
They've never disrespected it. They've always kept an open mind through the process, and I think that's really important. Can I tell you if they will approve my right as an owner, football owner, to protect my players? I can't guarantee that. Do I think they'll approve my right as a business owner to protect the potential liability, which is now reaching in the billions in contact sports that involve similar case studies that actually involve our football here, as well as American football, and the same case studies. If I have to, if the player safety thing isn't enough, I hope the liability that's coming, in European football is enough to inspire them for some type of change.